Yo, this is Alex Mouth for Destiny, and I welcome you back to another full body workout. So this time around, it's maximum intensity. Like I really push it to the limit, and you're gonna see how crazy this workout really is. So I begin with some Z presses at the chest level using doubled monster mini bands. Now let me tell you, the tension for this movement is absolutely insane. I'm only using 55 pounds right now. You can see how difficult that is, man. That is complete bitch weight, but the monster mini bands is actually more tension than the straight weight itself. So this is like a contrast method. There's more band tension than straight weight. This is a very advanced technique. I don't recommend everybody does this, but once you're approaching like the 2-plate overhead press mark and you're getting like really advanced and plateaus, then you have to start using stuff like this where you just band tension overpowers the straight weight. So this is the final set, only 85 pounds, man. Look how hard that is. Fuck. Look at that. Dude, that was an ultimate grinder, I'm telling you. So that's the power of band tension. There's easily over 125 pounds, maybe 150 pound of band tension. So it really is insane. So next exercise, landmine press off the knees. I always do it standing, but you get a better base of support and it's easier. So doing it off the knees, taking your suggestion. And yeah, it is definitely harder for sure. So this is the first set. Next set, I had on 3 plates and a 25 for a warm-up max. And I was trying to do like 3 reps for this, but it was too hard. So I just said, fuck it, let's go back to the 3 plates. And I decided to do 2x5 instead. So first set was 3 reps, second was 1, and now I'm doing 2x5. And yeah, it's definitely crazy. You lose a plate and a 10. So you lose 55 pounds off this exercise if you do it off the knees, at least for my particular build. So it's a good exercise. Actually, you feel the upper back a bit more when you do it off the knees. It's way more strict, less base support. I suggest give it a shot. And by the way, with concurrent periodization, you don't have to rotate the movement all the time. You can just add variations. So I did like a 2-week landmine press cycle. Now I'm doing another cycle, but this time it's off the knees. So now we begin to the meaty part of the workout, deadlifts with the monster minis. If you recall, 2 weeks ago or last week, I did 435 with lights. So this is monster mini. It's 1 step below light. So you see me warming up. The tension's obviously not as heavy. I don't know what it is. I believe it's around 125 pound of band tension, but you can't quote me on that one. So this is monster minis, and they're not the shorties, as you can see. They're the regular bands looped over. So this is 3 plates, flies up super easy. And let me tell you, man, I was not sore after doing these deadlifts. My lower back and abs have become so powerful that I never get sore in my lower back anymore. I remember when I used to run minimalist systems, I was sore every time I would pull, all the time. So this is 435. Remember, I hit that weight last week with the lights, so monster is definitely easier. Now I'm going to do 455. Man, I'm really doing a lot of sets here, right? There you go, no problem. And then the final set, 465. That's 4.5 plates right there with the monster minis. Beautiful set, okay? The lockout's obviously the hardest because that's where the band tension is at the most. And next week, I'm going to do the minis. I'll probably hit like 5 plates. Less band tension you got, the more close it is to your warm-up max. So now you're seeing some snatch grip upright rows. I'm doing 3 sets of 3. Last week I did 225 for 3x5. So this is the last cycle I'm going to do for this movement. Next week I'm going to rotate it for something else. Last set. And when you do this exercise, you have to reach the nipple line or upper ab region. Do not go above it. You get no benefit. It's just impinging your rotator cuff. It's stupid. Just don't waste your time with that. So now we begin with some hammer preacher curls. As you can appreciate, I'm doing it the arm wrestler way. So I'm going all the way down, and I'm also dipping my body forward, okay? This is to overload the forearms. If you notice, actually, my hand is at the edge of the dumbbell, so my wrist is completely up, okay? So I only did 2 sets of this, 2 sets of 5, 55 pounds. Actually, the weight is pretty pathetic. I used to do a lot more than this. I used to do like 70 pounds for high reps, but I've not done this in a while, and I'm not gonna lie, I was tired. Those deadlifts completely drain me. So this is the final set. Again, nothing special. Hammer preacher curl. You can see how I'm dipping forward, right? That's a bad, well, it's not a bad habit. It's just a habit that I acquired from doing years of arm wrestling training. Like what I used to do is I'd get on an incline bench and I wouldn't even bend my elbow. I would keep my elbow at 90 degrees and I would just bend all the way forward. Okay, this is to teach you to hold heavy weights at the bottom, because that's what it is. Arm wrestlers do a lot of top end work, not necessarily bottom work, because in the sport you don't have to be in that position. So I'm going to keep training like that. All the curls that I do, it's not because I want bigger biceps. It's because I want stronger wrists and forearms for the sport of arm wrestling. So now we begin with the last exercise, the reverse hypers, max stack. And from this angle, you can actually see that this machine is not designed properly. And it makes sense. It's not the West Side barbell version. It's some shit reverse hyper machine. They screwed it up because you're not rotating the sacrum. The whole point of the reverse hyper is to rotate the sacrum and get some spinal fluids in there. And although I'm still doing that, it's not optimal the way that this is going on. I'm flexing too much at the top and not enough at the bottom. My feet have to be even with my face. That's the true way to rotate the sacrum, but it cannot be done with this. Either way, I hit 3 sets of 30. Super easy, max stack. I just love this exercise. It's fantastic. And now you're going to see me do some standing cable crunches, all right? So again, I do the max stack, 200 pounds, 3 sets of 10. You have to train lower back and abs every time you train. I do it 2 to 4 times a week, in addition to connective tissue work, in addition to GPP with sandbags. So I have a titanium lower back, titanium abs. I never get sore in that region, never. That's because I train it all the time. You have to do the same. You have to be injury free, okay? Especially if you're doing beltless training. Like, I'm deadlifting every fucking week, man, with a lot of band tension. I'm not sore. It has to do with training lower back and abs. And finally, cable face pulls. Super easy because I've been doing band face pulls for so long. I did the whole stack, 200 pounds. I have to put my leg up, obviously, but not a problem. I still say the band version is better. But that's it for this workout. I hope you enjoyed it. It was maximum intensity. And yeah, let me know what you think down below. Talk to you next time.